Alright, how's it going, everyone? If you guys are here from my last video, when I bought the car, you know that I'm about to do a detail right now on this. I was washing the car and I noticed that there was already a layer of wax on it. But click the link right there if you want to see the last video and what ended up happening with the car wash. But I actually purposely stripped the wax on the what was there, and I'm gonna just be applying my own wax. I was washing the car, I was drying it, and I saw the little swirls, and they just kind of annoy me. So I'd rather just go ahead and just put on my own wax, and then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. If you didn't know, this is 2018 Audi A3. I just got it 2 days ago, and it is, I mean, it was 12,000 miles. It was really well maintained. I think it was a lease car or something. But I really just want to kind of wash it and just get an idea where all the like scratches are and how the paint was maintained. I'm not a professional detailer. I'm actually an amateur, but I'm learning. Yeah, I'm definitely an amateur. So I'm gonna be walking the car with you guys. So I'm still drying it. So yeah, I got this clay bar right there. I'm gonna be lubricating the surface just with this quick detailer. It was cheap from AutoZone. I am gonna use this leather spray, but that's later. And this is the wax I'm gonna use. It's not anything crazy. It's just to remove swirls and stuff like that. And I also have this ultra high finishing, the softest foam for that. There's also this interior protector cleaner. I'm gonna use that for sure. That's okay, but it's not perfect on the dashboards. If you want a nice thing, this is decent. I think this is more for like older cars. I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't want to spray it on there and have too much of a shine. I like the matte finish on everything. I don't like it too shiny. So yeah, strip the wax from here. I can feel some stuff. It's nothing crazy, but I can definitely feel it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clay bar that. This one I want to get like it. And I know you guys probably think I'm crazy. It's shiny. You can see a reflection in it, but trust me, you can see the swirls and they annoy the hell out of me. So black is, they always say black's hard to maintain, but you know, between me and you guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to maintain black. At least I think I will, or maybe I'll learn how to maintain it, and hopefully it comes out good. If it comes out bad, I pay a professional detailer. If it comes out good, then hey, you know, I learned something and so did you guys. So let's get to it. I've been clay barring this. I'm not sure if you guys want to watch me do it or not. I'll probably like fast forward it, but basically I just use the quick detailer, and then I take the bar and I just go there. I'm not actually picking up too much stuff, to be honest. You can hear it a little bit, but it's not bad. Quick science behind clay barring. You use this detailer spray to create like lubrication. And then after that, what you do is you're taking the clay. Clay is like, it's not abrasive, and it actually, with that little lubrication between the paint and the surface, it ends up picking up like little particles in the paint. So it's kind of important to do this. If you apply wax right on top of the paint, what if there's little rocks or stones or something over the paint? What's going to end up happening is that you're going to end up just swirling little tiny particles into the paint, and then you're going to wax your car. Yeah, you might have wax. Yeah, it's going to be shiny, but you could really dig into the paint. I mean, there's little tiny microscopic things that you can't really see with your eye, but it's in there. I mean, you're driving on the road, you're picking up, it's raining, other cars are kicking up dirt. Stuff is going to be on the surface no matter what. You definitely want to use this, so that way when you're buffing, then you're actually not swirling dirt and other things right into your nice freshly washed car. And then you're gonna put wax in. Clay barring doesn't take long. It's a small car, so I'm actually almost finished. I'm gonna cut to the next part after this when I'm applying the wax. First step is gonna be stripping the wax. You wash the car, then you do the clay bar. So, but with this wax, with this light wax and the light pad, it's literally, I'm not gonna be cutting the paint. Nothing. I'm literally just putting something right on top of the clear coat. So that's what I'm gonna do. But let me finish this up. Alright, so the surface is clay barred, super smooth. So what I'm gonna have to do, that's a brand new pad, so I'm gonna have to prime it. basically I'm just gonna put dots of the thing all around the pad, rub it in, and rub it on the surface. I'll show you. I'm gonna try to do this with one hand, so bear with me. Alright, so before I apply the wax, I'm gonna wipe the hood down one more time. It's just in this spot. What I'm gonna do, actually do sections at a time. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, so as to not, like, just in case I need to make a correction or do something differently, I can at least do manageable sections in one time. So we'll do one half of the hood first. You don't work in big areas. I learned that for sure. So I'm starting on the lowest setting. I'm putting some things around there. I think that's good. I don't think this pad is primed enough, but we'll see. And I'm lightly just spreading it around. Lightly. I'm not putting any effort into it. The machine's doing its own work. You don't have to dig into it. It's just wax. So just applying a nice layer on top. I'm just moving it so I can get into that crease, even though technically, yeah, let me see where that. I don't think this is not primed enough. So I actually, the thing is, you don't want to load it up with a bunch of wax either, because then it's hell to get up. Wax is really only supposed to be like light layers on top. It's not supposed to be caked on there like some ladies' makeup. It's not supposed to be like that. And the pad will end up priming. I know that. I can see that I'm getting good coverage right now. So I think I'm good, actually. I don't need to put more. Now, this is where it gets tricky with my waxing technique. Not 100% sure if I need to go in a certain pattern or you just kind of move it around. To my understanding, the orbital buffer is really just, it's moving in different random patterns. I mean, it's technically in a circle, but it's a circle like that. So I believe if I just kind of put it in there, even if I go like this, I mean, it's not gonna do it. I don't know. It's kind of how I do it. I see some people doing like that, just to make sure they get coverage everywhere. I just don't know if that's how if I'm doing that correctly or not. But like I said, I haven't messed up yet. Oh, working one section at a time in a crosshatch pattern. Wipe off clean when product dries, 20 to 35 minutes. So, yeah, okay. Sorry. It wants me to do it in the orange foam correcting pad. I'm using a ultra light pad, so maybe I'm not gonna cut into the paint enough. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out, though. If it's bad, then damn. Let's see what happens. So the hood is finished. It's not done. The wax is still on there, as you can see from the little residue. I need to let it dry. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna wipe it off. I'll see the results. If it sucks, then I won't even continue. If it's okay, then it's okay. If you do try to attempt waxing by hand, I will say that you're never gonna get the same results as you will with a buffer. You might as well just go ahead and buy a buffer. This car has like none of that haze or anything. It's just super dusty right now. And I haven't washed this car in a while, and as you can see, when you do use the buffer or like the wax and good products, it stays really, really clean. Granted, I don't drive it, but you know, still, it's real clean. And even this, I can say this car has like paint swirls in it that you can't. There's swirl marks that I need to get out, but it's because I was working on it and I wiped it off and I was like, damn. But anyway, this one, hopefully it comes out good. So a quick test to see if your wax is dry. Just run your finger on it. If it drags, it's not dry, but see, It's coming off nicely, and I'm not putting any effort into it. So now I'm gonna wipe. You see your reflection, perfect. Let me do the rest of the hood. Alright, so wax is officially off, and this is the end product. I know you guys can't see. I took a light to it. There are no swirls at all, and the reflection, as you can see, super reflective. Everything I do, yeah. So this looks really good, and when you rub your hand over it, man, it's nice. Now I just ate, so I just put that on there. I know these are little things like that fingerprint, right? Where is it? Fingerprint right there. Those are little things that, like, for me, if I see that, I'm like, oh my god, my car's dirty. But I know, like, stuff like that is inevitable. Things like that, it's just gonna happen. But basically, yeah, I think this pad is working out pretty well for me. The pad, and then I just followed the instructions. It said do it in a crosshatch pattern. I don't want to over wipe and wipe like dust and stuff in there, but, or not dust, but like little, because my garage is open. So you don't want to like over wipe it just to re-scratch the surface, but it's okay. It's gonna get scratched anyway, since this is gonna be a daily driver. But yeah, that's the reflection. That's the finish I was looking for. Looks really good to me. I just gotta finish the rest of the car now. I'm not gonna film it. I'm not gonna do a time lapse or anything, because my camera's gonna die soon. But I did put wax on the fender. I gotta do the doors, and I'll finish it all up. I'm gonna bring it out in the light when I'm done out here, and we'll look at it together. Alright, so it's a few hours later, and I'm complete. I said I was gonna get some shots in the sun. So let's see. There are, well, so there are a little bit of marks there. Still, it's not perfect, I guess, but it's pretty good. You can see the reflection of my Hyundai, and I don't know if you could tell, but overall, I'm kind of satisfied. Actually, I am. I mean, there are like light swirls in there that really it looks this. I don't know if it looks the same or not, but I do have to wipe a little extra spots, but in general, pretty clean. So yeah. Oh yeah, real quick, I actually realized I didn't even say my overall thoughts on it. So basically, I do think that it is a good job. I mean, I like it. I'm just saying, like, it didn't fully, like, when I was like, you know. Basically, I do think that the wax works, and obviously maybe I'm over wiping, but I mean, it's super reflective. I don't have that haze or anything over the car. It's just personally for me, I feel like when I'm up close, I can still see little tiny swirls. It didn't completely get rid of all of them. Now, granted, maybe I used too light of a pad, and maybe I needed to get a little bit of a more coarser pad, but I don't want to do that with such, I don't want to cut into the clear coat or anything like that. I'd rather just put something right on top. So, I mean, I could be over wiping, and that could be kind of causing some issues there, but overall, I do like it. It is a good job. For the average person, this would be more than enough, but for a professional, they would pick my shit. They would pick my job apart. So, and then I say I cleaned up the inside, but it didn't really need to be cleaned. I just put that leather stuff on there. It dries matte. I didn't have to vacuum or anything like that, but overall it's good. And I just cleaned up the dash a little bit, put some stuff on there. Nice car, but this time I'm serious. I'm actually gonna go. I just wanted you guys to know kind of my overall thoughts on the job. Good job. 7 out of 10 I would give it. It's my personal job. If I were paying for someone to do this, I would be like, no, there's still swirls. Like tiny little swirls, I would expect those to be gone. But for me, for someone doing it in your garage real quick, just for an afternoon, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good job. And I mean, as you can see, I can see myself. It's not like it's bad. I don't have that weird haze though. I just wanted to get rid of these little tiny streaks in there, which maybe, yes, right there, you can see them. You can see them. That I don't like, but I think it's from me over wiping, so I'm gonna stop wiping. But anyway, okay, I'm out now. See you guys. Bye.